Damn it. Hold on. It just... Damn it. I want all the pink ones over here, so... I'll put the white somewhere else, just accidentally. Okay, because I wanted to line the walls a little bit. These, in a day or so, should start to be growing positively. And now that leaves us a decent exit point, and I also just wanted to kind of line certain other areas with bushes, and then we'll deal with the money tree and try to find the money rock and stuff. Because of the way the bushes work, they make a really good, like, they make, like, a really good cliff liner, so if you wanted, like, to run around the edges and, like, behind the tree.
That's, like, another thing. Apparently people were using them as fences.
There's a DIY for a actual fence that's a shrub. Hold on. So I'll actually line my cliff edge. It could actually... It should fit... Damn it! Fucking grid. Just trying to get... That's what I wanted, because, yeah. And I can drop the white now. That lines up to the curve.
Now, like, because you planted bushes, like, the nature, the nature miles, yeah, claim.
It's just...
Holy shit.
One more villager, and then...
So just randomly, you'll get miles plus that are nature day.
Like,
themed?
once a day, for like a week, you get the nature miles, which are just people are just calling them nature miles. However, because we've completed the nature miles, Tom Nook now offers a nature-themed DIY, which is it counts as a fence, but it's a shrub, but because it counts as a fence, that creates this really dumb looking thing where when you have the small fence pieces, it folds the shrub like a fence post.
Nani? Glad to see that the nature miles are times 5.
Yeah, limited time. Nature Day promotion. We'll be giving out more miles than usual. I also have a special gift. I love, of course, it would be my hope the residents would be eco-friendly all the time and not just Nature Day. You've already taken part in the Nature Day. Hedges! There we go. I can build a hedge wall now. It works like fence. And the hedge is made of rock and stick and, weeds.
You get a bunch of hedges, go put them around the Able Sisters shop. Very funny.
So now I need to find some more good bush spots, because I did want to plant all of these. I didn't just buy them at random.
Maybe sell some of the weeds that we built up to Leaf to see how much he sells, like, to see how much he buys weeds for. That's another thing. Do people know if you can get him as a permanent shop or not?
Doesn't seem that way at the moment. Hold on.
That kind of bothers me a bit.
Hold on, what I might do for hedges then is run it down this way behind this table. Oh, that'll look really good. We'll plant the pink ones here. That'll look really, really good, and I'll organize my roses in a minute as well, and sell some other fish.
And another thing, and it was something I brought up. Do people now know if, like, if bushes and stuff are taken into consideration?
I believe they are, and they are not. Because
well, as we established before, apparently all you need are 40 coffee makers.
his island was well caffeinated, Carson.
I'm not letting it go. Also, because it's raining, we didn't... Well, I don't think we ended up showing this one of the times.
One word. Y'all try to pay attention to the wind and put that stuff off if it starts getting bad, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if we, like, brought this up or not with the time we got Chip and it was raining, but if you get him during a storm, he'll bring up some people don't like to fish in the rain, but he makes a joke, like, basically fish are already wet.
No,
so
but fish don't know I'm wet.
Yeah.
There's another fossil, and I might plant... I'm trying... I believe the way that the bushes and stuff affect the game, I believe now the bushes and things count as just sort of positive plants.
Yeah, I would assume that they would count for that, but
I think that's how that works.
that would make sense, but again, apparently you just need a well-caffeinated island. 40 coffee makers.
You and the coffee makers.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not letting it go, because that's like the type of dumb bullshit on the internet I kind of love and hate. Of, like, you have all of these, basically all of these people that, like, kept resetting until they got an island that was, like, a certain shape and size, and they, like, have everything be, like, all planned out and, like, symmetrical, having all these paths between the houses. Trees are, like, neatly lined up in rows. There are, like, designated patches of, like, flowers and designated, like, you know, fruit orchards and stuff. Man just puts down a bunch of coffee makers, flowers, and ramps that lead to nowhere. 5 stars. That was fast.
I put down every available type of shrub I have. Also, I just want to do a very quick little thing with that ledge. It's gonna fill in and make it kind of curvy by extending it. I wanted to extend it by a small margin and then just curve out the... There we go. There we go, that's what I wanted. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I wanted a slight... Oh, I'm like in construction. I've been using that top area cliff for gardening reasons, so by extending the cliff, that's just convenient for I'll plant roses later, probably. 2 or 3.
Go talk to one more Shuttlecock.
Oh, Ozzy. Anyone remember Ozzy and Trix?
We don't talk about that channel.
That's hilarious.
Why are you here? I thought you had standards. I trusted you.
Koala's gonna stick together, huh?
Oh. Rukia got in our room. She's in the room. That's why she sounded so close.
Hold on. Cutting. Hey, baby. Give a cat a freaking inch and they take it.
That's how cats work.
Why are you here? She's just here to be here.
I thought you had good taste. Now, to be fair to the game, for a minute, I had brought up with the Miles thing. I was like, I kind of wish the game would start giving the 2 and 5, basically the 2 times and 5
It's
times.
funny that our koalas are together.
Just leave before Ozzy says something stupid.
You and your Ozzy hate boner.
It's not as big as the Barrel hate boner. That one's so large it interferes with cell phone reception.
I really do need to finish fencing this.
Especially so fossils and shit can't appear up here.
That was the plan.
Again, we had a very large lack of Celeste, and that's concerning me.
Characters are random. I haven't seen Wisp in a long time, and I found him in the middle of the goddamn night the other day when I was
Wisp
grinding.
is an asshole. When it's raining, if you fish in the sea, that's when you get a cold can, right?
It's sea bass size, and yes. And they're somewhat common.
A blast from the past.
It's one of my favorite. Be positive, be a cola can. Speaking of that size. Or he could not. It's too light. Sea bass. Oh, yeah, actually. All flounder have a similar feel to sea bass. Slightly more rare, though, so I'm actually happy with that. Cola can appear any time of day or year as long as it's raining.
Oh yeah, we kind of forgot we told her we're gonna do
No.
that.
Well, kind of, but...
Can we even get a Wharf Roach right now?
I know we can, because of the dumb thing.
Which
No.
is... Make a point, then let's try to find that for her.
When
I
people...
have no idea why you would want a Wharf Roach, honey, but okay, you do you.
When people were doing that Tarantula Island trick, Wharf Roaches could still, I believe, spawn, even if it was raining. And the game normally asks you to find something that is possible.
I remember sometimes, not all the time, New Leaf had a problem with that of sometimes.
I think they can spawn in the rain. I need to plant more coconut. Ooh, hold on. Hold on, big distractions. It's too light. You can also get Orpheus pretty much anytime.
Or fish, as we've said before, they'll stop spawning in May, so after that, it's a good few months where you can't get them until...
You know what I mean!
Until I think, like, August is when they started showing up again. Oh no, December. Whew, I was way off. They're basically in the first half of the year.
You know what I mean!
They're basically in the first half of the year, then December. Because reasons. Replacing shit on the, like, wharf spots hasn't fucked up wharf roaches, has it?
I had Wharf Roaches spawn under my DIY bench.
Nani?
Items don't matter.
Okay. Well, that answers that.
I have to get those fossils assessed and we can do some
Yes.
clothes shopping.
Get the fossils and do, you know, actual stuff, and maybe if we don't inherently look for a wharf roach, they'll show up.
I'ma get you. I'ma get you. It's very...
Poor bastard. Maybe he was enjoying the rain because his ability is hydration.
Let's do the same thing and grow money. We've made a joke about it, but out of all the nonsense in this...
Like I said, that sounds like that would be a total BS rumor, especially...
Also, in case anyone forgot, these are the mums.
Mm.
So, I actually had some. Of all the absolute nonsense in this series, the ability to grow money, and I...
Is he singing?
Yeah.
Really need to make that KK like Hypno or something, because that's horrifying as fuck.
If I use these trees as a buffer... in a hole... Yeah, that actually worked. Nice. Home is where your stuff is. I guess just for you. Hold on. Hold on.
You don't hit it with your shovel. That's not how you...
Where is...
Hypno.
There you go, Garden.
That's going to be ominous as fuck when we get them singing to that.
So, the way the Earth Day event works, for like a week, you get those bonus points and you can get the bushes and stuff. Did I literally get all...
Oh, hey, look! We can now make a third of the robot!
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Okay, so that means we have the gold nuggets to make the robot. We now have, like, that.
Hold on. I need to go stuff my stuff and stuff. Arg.
So we now have the gold nuggets to make the robot. We have the iron. What were the other two things that were needed? It was a rocket
And, like, 90 rusty parts.
Oh, no, the rusted parts were like 10.
No. No.
I thought the iron was 90.
It's all like 90. I'm gonna store those roses for 5 minutes. I'll organize them later. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what is your opinion on the Earth Day event? In my opinion, it was a pretty good way to collect miles and overall, as cheesy as this is, make a point about the importance of going green and, taking care of the environment. It's a little bit sad that subsequent years of this game removed the event, but I feel like it was removed because people used the event and a lot of time travel and other stupid nonsense to effectively get thousands of miles at once, and basically started using the event to min-max. And I noticed Nintendo seemed to be annoyed that people did stuff like that. And in my opinion anyway, I feel like they removed the event because they did not want people using it to cheat. So they were punishing even casual players because people that basically had no self-control would effectively use the event to cheat miles. And on the one hand, I do get that. On the other hand, it can be annoying that they basically removed a few weird little exploits and stuff, but I personally, in Animal Crossing, never time travel because I feel that defeats the purpose of Animal Crossing. While I'm not against abusing glitches and exploits in video games, even if it is a Nintendo game, when it comes to Animal Crossing, I try to basically never mess with the clock, because in my opinion, I feel like that defeats the purpose of the game. If I'm going to sit there and skip around to make things go faster, I feel like I'm not playing Animal Crossing as intended, because I don't mind waiting for the next day, because in my opinion, the wait is part of the game. And in my head, that gives me a very obvious break to step away from Animal Crossing, and essentially on a mental level, I am like, okay, I am done for the day. I need to stop, because I have a bit of a problem when it comes to a lot of games of not wanting to stop doing certain things when I really should put the game down. So I try to play Animal Crossing day by day and not really skip around specifically, so that in my head I can justify stopping, but I am getting way off topic. I would love to know what you thought of the event. And if you're watching this years after the fact and you never experienced the event, I hope my footage shows off what it was like, because essentially it was just a few basic environmental tasks of like planting trees and bushes and stuff. I can also believe that they gutted this because people got kind of annoyed at essentially planting a bunch of trees and bushes literally to earn points, because that is an objective, and then immediately removing the tree or the bush because they don't want the tree or the bush in their game. They just essentially planted it to get points or whatever. And I could also see Nintendo realizing that a lot of people would do the objective to get the Nook Miles and then immediately remove whatever they planted. But that is sort of its own tirade. However, I do feel like a lot of the things Nintendo did was to stop people from time traveling and cheating. Because Nintendo is very, very protective of the player base sort of playing the game as they intend. And Nintendo does not like seeing bugs and glitches and stuff, because from a Japanese development perspective, they see that as a sign that they failed and that their game is broken. And to them, it is incredibly annoying to see people essentially showing off this glitch or exploit that undermines their hard work. And while I'm not completely defending that practice, I will go on this small tirade so that people at least understand the perspective, because I think that makes Nintendo seem less draconian. This is a very Japanese mindset where, to them, because of common cultural reasons, they like to know that their work is basically done well. So, from a programming perspective, a glitch or exploit or some kind of break in the programming essentially would be viewed as, oh no, we failed because we missed this bug or glitch or whatever. And to a Japanese development studio, seeing people essentially break their game and do unintended things, even if it is purely in a single player game, where the glitches and exploits would not mess with a multiplayer ecosystem, they view the glitches and exploits as failures, and they get annoyed because to them, that is people essentially showing off how they screwed up and failed in their programming because they missed some kind of problem. So when you think about the perfectionist angle, you can at least understand that they consider the glitches and exploits as an example of where they failed. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.